You only got into the third-rate school that you took as practice. I can't believe this.
Noshiro? Whoa, I haven't seen you since graduation, so 9 years?
Failed. It was spring of my final year in high school. I, Kensuke Noshiro, was frozen in front of a screen showing I didn't get into my top choice school. I had just missed the mark when I scored the exam on my own. I had been counting on my own scoring mistakes, but all of my hopes were lost. My mind was blank. What should I do? I can't. I was biting my lip unknowingly. I remembered something from my childhood. Mom, I did a pull-up for the first time today.
Can't you tell? I'm busy. Go to school.
My parents prioritized work over childcare. How old was I when I first realized this? My mother, Eiko, was a buyer for a major foreign luxury brand. My father, Hideo, was also in management at a large pharmaceutical company. Both of them were very busy. They rarely ever came to my classroom observations. The three of us rarely got together as a family, too. I think my parents only saw each other as partners to raise each other's status in life. Every day was cold. It felt like a cold wind was blowing through me. One day, I finally realized something. Full marks. I guess you can do it if you try, huh?
I'm proud of you. Keep working hard.
My parents rarely ever paid attention to me. They only showed me genuine smiles when I got good grades. It's not like I didn't feel some type of way about it, but I still wanted the praise. I worked hard and studied hard.
You failed? I'm ashamed of you.
When I told them the result that night, their reactions were expected. You only got into the third-rate school that you took as practice. I can't believe this. I just didn't get into my top school. I got into the other difficult schools, so... Our family is a K University family. Are you trying to rub dirt on my name? I got into all the other schools apart from K University. I got into highly regarded schools, too. Why did they have to talk to me this way? As soon as I had the thought, the feelings I had been pushing down exploded. It's always been like this. You only judge me based on whether I get the result that you want. Everything else, all my efforts are all ignored? Of course. We raised you until now because we thought you had the will to study and a good future ahead. We expected you to go to K University and become successful like us. That's why we invested in you.
In the end, you couldn't get into K University. Don't you understand that you betrayed us? The other schools aren't worth paying for. We won't provide any tuition for anywhere else.
After that, I was finally able to accept the truth that I had been turning away from. They hadn't been smiling at me. They were smiling at the impressive son with the impressive educational background. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm leaving. Huh? We don't want a son like you anyway. Never come back.
You're shameful. Do whatever you want.
Upon graduating high school, I cut ties with my parents. I thanked them for raising me, but they didn't respond. Good morning. 9 years since then. I was 27 now. I worked for a sterilization company. I worked as a manager in the central supply department of a general hospital. The central supply department of a hospital collects, cleans, sterilizes, and stocks equipment and surgical tools. I had left my family with my savings. With the help of a family member, I started working part-time here. My work was noticed, and now I was a full-time employee. I'll begin the morning announcements. Tomorrow we have a maintenance check for one of our autoclaves. We'll be operating with only 3 of them, so be warned. I managed a lot of staff members. As a manager, I was also the middleman between us and the hospital, so it was busy but fulfilling. I'm heading back to the orthopedics tower. I'll be back in 30 minutes. The plasma's up soon, so take care of that. Since that day, I haven't really talked to my parents. On rare occasions, we would talk about random family events. I just have to report this to the chief. I finished my task in the orthopedics tower and walked the halls to the supply room. The August sun was hot, even through the windows. I saw a familiar face before me and was shaken awake from my daydreams. Miss Amasaka?
Noshiro? Whoa, I haven't seen you since graduation, so 9 years?
We both recognized each other and smiled. This was Tsubasa Amasaka. We were in the same class for our second and final years of high school. She was beautiful, but kind and reserved. I remember she was popular with boys and girls alike. It's been a while. Have you been?
Good, good. I came to see my mom who got a compression fracture in her lower back.
Then the door next to us opened. We looked.
Tsubasa, I heard your voice. Are you here? Oh.
Hello. I didn't know you were in this room.
Huh? Do you know my mom?
Yeah, we see each other at the hospital convenience store. I didn't know she was your mom.
I didn't know you knew my daughter. Nice to meet you. I'm Kayo Amasaka.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Kensuke Noshiro. We were classmates in high school.
I see. What a small world.
We all felt closer after this unexpected coincidence. We all smiled. Tsubasa gave me her number. I returned to work giddy.
Okay, to my mom getting discharged and to reuniting with Kensuke. Cheers!
A week after meeting at the hospital, I was invited to the Amasaka house. We had been talking since we ran into each other at the hospital. We were close enough now for me to visit her house. We even called each other by first name now. Congratulations on getting discharged. It's an honor to be here with you.
Oh, it's fine. The more the merrier. I was always excited to see you at the convenience store.
Hey, I know it's your celebration, but don't leave me out.
Oh, jealous? But you were able to reunite with Kensuke thanks to my back, so I'm like Cupid, aren't I? She's been talking about you since that day.
Oh, don't say stuff like that. Kensuke, pretend you didn't hear that.
They told me about their family. Tsubasa's dad passed away from an illness when she was 2. After that, they were living with Kayo's family, but her parents also passed away in recent years. Now, it was just mother and daughter. Tsubasa works as a librarian at a local public library. You two were so close. You have so many family photos too.
I love my family, but now it's just the two of us, so I'm glad you're here.
I saw some on the altar. Mr. Amasaka has a great smile.
And he's handsome, isn't he? We met in high school. He was super popular with the girls.
My mom had given up, but my dad asked her out. Wait, this is a long story.
I'd love to hear it. The happiness I never had was right here. The peaceful conversation and the delicious meal, it was so comfortable. I ended up staying for 3 hours. I'm happy to walk with you, but I'm worried about your walk back.
It's fine. I'll go back by bicycle.
After thanking them profusely, she offered to walk me to the station. We walked under the starlit sky. At this time of the day, the heat was milder. A soothing breeze blew.
Mom looked so happy. I had fun too. We had a guest, and it was you. Thank you for suggesting the celebration for her PT too. My mom was super excited. I think it'll be good encouragement.
Even though she had been discharged, Kayo still had PT. On my way out, I had promised her a meal after she had finished her PT. Of course, I haven't really talked to my parents since I graduated high school. So it was fun for me to talk to you like I was part of your family. I didn't get into my top school and fought with my parents. I left the house right after that.
That must have been hard. But you looked refreshed during graduation. I didn't really know you then, but you always looked like you were pushing yourself.
I had never told anyone about my situation with my parents. I was surprised to find out that she had noticed the tension within me. I can't believe you noticed.
I don't know. Maybe because I was watching you quite often. He's always cool and silent and studying. I wonder what kind of guy he is. Then we ran into each other at the hospital. We talked. I learned that you're actually a soft and kind person. The mystery has been solved.
Are you happy?
Not at all. I want to know more now.
She wasn't awkward with me. She smiled instead. It was strange. We both burst out laughing. My feud with my parents has suffocated me for a long time. I felt like I would be pulled back to those days if I talked about them. But with her, I felt strangely at peace. Her warmth engulfed the cold, sterile memories. It was soothing.
I'll get shy if you stare too much. I'm already feeling shy, though.
The moonlight rained down on the path ahead of us. We didn't talk much on our walk, but even the silence was comfortable. Kensuke, long time no see. I thought I'd see you at the 6th death anniversary. Were you busy? A month after that night, mid-September, the scent of fall was in the air. My father had contacted me for my grandfather's 12th death anniversary. It's been a while, but my great-uncle greeted me familiarly. My face muscles loosened a little. Uncle, it's been a while. I couldn't come out to the 6th anniversary. I'm glad to see you're well. Since my parents had been busy with work, I didn't spend much time with my grandparents, but my grandfather and great-uncle always took care of me. That's why I wanted to come this time, even though I knew my father would be there. My mother was not on good terms with my father's side of the family, so she used work as an excuse not to come. My father was next to me, but we didn't talk. Kensuke, you work at the hospital, right? You knew? My old junior works at your hospital now. He sent me a newsletter, and you were on there. I was surprised. You were recognized as a team leader who contributed to improving the equipment supply system, right? I felt proud for some reason. He was the reason I started this job. My great-uncle was the former department head of internal medicine. By the way, what university did you go to again? I'm sorry if I asked you last time. I actually only graduated high school. I didn't get into my top school. Kensuke, stop. After that, I started as a part-timer. Then I worked as an employee to a contractor. Stop saying things you don't need to, Kensuke. Be quiet if you're gonna be here. You don't have to say it like that, Hideo. No, my failure of a son exposed my family's shame. I'm sorry. He's uneducated and started out as a part-timer. It's strange that he's even here. I let him come because he said he wanted to, but I can't believe a shameful high school graduate would blabber like this to Uncle. I'll tell him not to come from now on if he won't learn his place. Hey, what are you talking about? Uneducated? Shameful? I hope you're not talking about Kensuke here. For my father, a board member at a pharmaceutical company, my great-uncle was a figure of great respect. My father looked scared for a moment, but I guess he couldn't back down now. He continued. Yes, I am. I'm ashamed to admit it, but he couldn't get into K University. He's a stain on our family tree. It's absurd for him to attend this memorial service, but... Just what era are you talking about? A long time ago, our family took pride in generations of K University graduates. I became a doctor to carry on that legacy, and I'm sure you got a job at a major pharmaceutical company for that too. But you never realize this when you talk to people. Our ideals have been slowly changing with the times. The Noshiro family did take pride in generations of K University graduates. But that changed with the times. My relatives were slowly realizing that educational background isn't everything. Among them, my father was the only one that believed education was everything. He was left behind with his old-fashioned ideals. Kensuke only graduated high school, but he's working hard as a team leader. He's been recognized and written about in a newsletter. He's working hard, yet all you can see is that he didn't get into K University. If you really are a parent, focus more on his hard work. That's what being a parent is. It was a fact that I didn't get into K University. I wasn't going to deny that, but I did want my parents to recognize that I was working hard. My great-uncle's words showed me that he saw me for who I was. I felt like my past self was being vindicated. My eyes felt hot. I took care of you because you were my older brother's eldest son. I had no idea you haven't been taking care of your own son. I'm disappointed. The drinks will taste bad and my brother wouldn't appreciate this. Go home. I'll be off then. Our relatives gave him cold looks. No one protested. My father realized that no one here thought the way that he did. He looked unhappy, but he left. Thank you. It's fine. Drink with me. I want to make it up to you for not realizing the situation, even though we didn't see each other often. Tell me about your work. I was finally able to return to the Noshiro family. Even if my parents didn't see me as their son, I had a place to go back to. My heart had gone cold when I left my family, but it felt warm now.
So this is the hotel with the afternoon tea that my mom wanted to go to.
A month passed after my grandfather's death anniversary. The three of us were at this hotel to celebrate the end of Kaio's PT.
This has always been the fancy hotel to go to. Oh, I'm so excited.
We were excited about treating ourselves. I saw my mother in the crowd. I think she was coming out of a business meeting. I was sure my mother didn't want to see me, so I didn't pay her any mind, but she walked over.
Miss Asagiri?
I'm sorry, who are you? If you know my maiden name, did we go to school together?
I knew it. You haven't changed in a bad way, so I recognized you immediately. It's me, Eiko Tsuzumi.
Oh, we were classmates in high school. My last name is Amasaka now. Long time no see.
Kaio seemed happy for this reunion. On the other hand, my mother was frowning.
I know you well. I know you married Shunki, and I know. My son right there.
I guess my mother knew Kaio. Based on my mother's face, I knew they were on bad terms, but I asked Tsubasa. Is Shunki your dad?
Yeah. If this is your mom...
We got closer to whisper to each other. My mother saw that and frowned even more.
Hey! Get away from her!
Suddenly, my mother let out a yelp and tried to grab Tsubasa. Tsubasa froze in shock. I got in front of her. What are you doing? Stop it.
You're not dating her or planning to marry her, are you?
What? Tsubasa and I were close, but we weren't dating yet. That wasn't the issue. So, why do you have the right to say anything about who I'm with?
This woman is a nasty woman who stole Shunki from me. Now her kid is stealing my son from me? Ha! You've got to be kidding me.
Hold on. When did I steal Shunki from you?
In high school. I asked Shunki out, but he rejected me and started dating you.
And you're saying I stole him?
Of course. I'm beautiful and had good grades. Shunki would have realized eventually that he should have chosen me. But he got married to you young on a whim and passed away. Kensuke, are you still going to choose this woman's daughter? You couldn't just fail to get into K University. How many more times do you have to stick it to the person who gave birth to you?
Kaio is the only one my mother had lost to in love. My mother with the good looks and good grades. My mother was prideful, so she had blamed this loss on Kaio and resented her this whole time. That's convenient. You call me your son when my test scores are good, or in times like this. I appreciate that you gave birth to me and raised me, but I'm living my own life now. You don't have any right to say anything to me, and you're projecting. You're not my mother or anything. If you do anything else to Kaio or Tsubasa, I won't hold back.
You're ungrateful. You think I raised a failure like you?
I heard about you. It was noble of you to feed him and house him, but that's not enough as a parent. We were not a rich family. As you know, my father passed away when I was young. But I never once thought my home was lonely or wanted to leave. Because even if I made mistakes, someone was there to love me and keep me warm. I know that Kensuke worked hard all the time to earn your love. Can you call yourself a parent if you can't love a child that's asking for it like that?
Miss Tsutsumi, I always wondered why Shunki chose me. I still wonder. But I know why you weren't chosen. You thought there was value in educational background and beauty, but Shunki wasn't like that. He saw who you are inside, and that's why he didn't choose you. He didn't look at labels like you do. He saw people for who they are.
What?
Our family will love and care for him. He is a wonderful child. Don't worry about it.
She should just cast me off and say I'm not her son, like she always does. My mother's face turned red. But my family didn't include my mother. My mother's figure grew smaller. I didn't feel anything. 10 years later, things were fine when they were working adults, but retirement wasn't like that. I have the education and the money. Why does every day feel so empty?
You're telling me it was wrong to go after my career?
Education meant nothing in their life together. With each empty day, they would learn that there was no substance to the things they had taken pride in. There had never been any love between them. They never talked. Their relatives didn't want to be around them. Meanwhile, their friends would talk about their kids and grandkids happily and ask them, "How's your son doing?" This wouldn't have happened if you gave up on your career and focused on raising him.
What are you saying? You're a parent too. Are you not going to take any responsibility?
The two of them finally realized that their life was this empty because I wasn't part of it. They blamed each other and got divorced. The house they had built would never hold any warmth until the end.
We're leaving, Mom. Take care of Kana and Kenji.
Of course. It's summer break. You two are gonna hang out with Grandma.
When my parents got divorced, I had 2 children. We lived with our eldest daughter, Kaio, and our eldest son, Kenji, in Kaio's house. Every day was full of joy.
Grandma, Mommy and Daddy are holding hands.
They're very close.
Even if you make a mistake, even if you fight, at the end of the day, they welcome you home. It seems obvious, but families like that are rare and precious.
I love you, Mommy and Daddy.
Daddy loves Mommy and Kana, and Kenji and Grandma too. I'll always keep this family warm. I hope that everyone I love can return to this place no matter what happens.
Hi guys, this is Yoko. Wow, Kensuke's mom was pretty toxic, so I'm glad Kensuke got out of there. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.